Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribers button and give this video a thumbs up. Ned Quartermain knew exactly what to do with Nina. More of Ned's memories are brought back to life in the Monday, November 13, 2023, General Hospital Recap. It was Nina's SEC secret this time. This episode also features Nina making a shocking offer to Carly, Gregory telling Chase, and Anna asking Jordan and Dante for assistance. Let's now examine the specifics in more detail. To make amends with Carly and get her breakfast, Nina showed up at Kelly's. She had just given Carly an update on Charlotte when she noticed Martin entering and immediately attempting to slip out. She took off after him. Martin received a critical message from Nina. He disregarded the attorney-client privilege and disregarded her. How could he? Is he unaware that she might lose everything? As Martin put it, she had already. It was only a matter of time until everyone learned the truth, and he was accurate. Olivia was ecstatic to see that Ned woke up in the Quartermain estate looking just like Ned. That's not all, though. He had a severe flashback when Nina's name was mentioned. He remembered hearing Martin and Nina discuss how she had ratted Carly and Drew out to the SEC. Olivia stopped him before he could rush off and essentially yell it from the rooftop to clear his name. Newlyweds Sonny and Nina were content. Can they not continue like that? Ned promised to wait to spill the beans, at least for a short while. When Drew arrived back at Kelly's, Carly was unable to eavesdrop on Nina and Martin. Before chatting about poor Charlotte, the two flirted. Martin had already started to move by the time Carly arrived at the patio. Alert! Nina chose to give an explanation. She informed Carly that she was the focus of that conversation. Carly was offered half of the Metro Court by Nina. As soon as the news spread, Willow discovered them and expressed her happiness. With excitement, she instructed Nina to seek Michael for assistance with the transaction. In relation to Charlotte, Liz was given custody of her. She was happy that Anna wasn't there, but she was also a little sad that her dad had gone home to sleep. She even consented to take a stroll through the hallways, where she was welcomed by Jake with a bunch of flowers. Charlotte told Jake what had happened and apologized once they were back in bed. All she was attempting to do was follow her grandfather's instructions and keep her precious papa safe from the evil Anna. Regarding Anna, she was at the station telling Jordan and Dante what she knew. She revealed that Charlotte had been pursuing her for several months. Everything made sense. Not quite. One crucial element was absent. The person who attempted to gun down Anna at the pool was most definitely not a preteen. The three of them pondered whether she was simply an innocent spectator like the others. It had to have been Sunny's intention, surely. Though Anna was being harassed by a youngster, she mistakenly believed that a murderer was pursuing her. Brooke Lynn went to Lois in the Quartermain kitchen for guidance on Blaze's next move in his profession. Pop artist wants to go into country and folk music. Lois was hesitant, but Yuri heard and spoke his thoughts. His passion for the genre made BLQ and Lois take notice. After listening to every song by Blaze, they selected the ideal one to try. Ned went to the kitchen with Olivia to let her know he was back. Yes, it's Ned once more. Lois and BLQ were overjoyed. The news that Ned had returned to himself made them even happier. Yes, he followed Lois's counsel, but Olivia's voice was what convinced him to change his mind. Drew visited Michael at Aurora and brought up the subject of taking over ELQ right now. That was it. It was time to exact revenge. Although Michael was nervous, Drew persisted. Chase pleaded with his father to finally open up to him back in the hospital, and Gregory eventually complied. Gregory filled him in on all of his medical history, symptoms, and anxieties as they sat down. Chase pledged to support him. Dan has the task of questioning Austin Gatlin Holt now. November 14, 2023 General Hospital teasers hint of poignant discussions that might not go well for the people of Port Charles. This new episode won't be something you want to miss. Talking to the cops is a lot of practice for Austin Gatlin Holt. Chase found him at GH last week and questioned him about his dangerous relative Mason. You remember, Austin was all cagey, like he had something to hide. This week, in the future, Dante will question the dubious physician. Will the detective be more successful in obtaining information from Austin? When will Austin ultimately admit what he knows regarding the kidnapping of Ava? He needs to start excavating this hole he's dug for himself. Then he ought to be concerned about Ava's response to his lies. Speaking of Ava, Maura West, she gives Trina advice while temporarily putting aside her misgivings about Austin. After her significant blowout with her lover, Trina needs counseling. Because of his abandonment issues, Spencer finds it difficult to set good limits with Ace and Esme. He is Ace's brother, not his father, as Trina mentioned. Can Trina adopt a more positive outlook on handling this turmoil with Ava's advice? Oh, Ro. Carly is trying to find Sunny. I would love to imagine that this is a straightforward talk about them sharing notes on their children. However, something tells us that this will most likely include identifying the SEC whistleblower, because the disclosure of that secret is almost imminent. Conversely, Spencer exhibits desperate behavior, which is why he approaches Esmond, Avery Kristen Pohl, with yet another request. He doesn't want to lose Ace and doesn't understand that just because his brother moved into a different apartment, it doesn't mean he won't see him ever again. Having saying that, Esme is completely unreliable and has the potential to lose her memory at any time. It's hard to hold him responsible for his skepticism and uncertainty. Oh, Ro, Carly is trying to find Sunny. I would love to imagine that this is a straightforward talk about them sharing notes on their children. However, something tells us that this will most likely include identifying the SEC whistleblower, because the disclosure of that secret is almost imminent. This week, in the future, Dante will question the dubious physician. Will the detective be more successful in obtaining information from Austin? When will Austin ultimately admit what he knows regarding the kidnapping of Ava? He needs to start excavating this hole he's dug for himself. Then he ought to be concerned about Ava's response to his lies. Last but not least, GH spoilers hint that Finn may be having a career problem. Does that all begin today when the doctor gets the unfavorable news? Or will his father be mentioned negatively? Given Gregory's ALS diagnosis, Finn will have to deal with receiving unfavorable news for a very long time. Here are your weekly General Hospital spoilers from SoapHub. In case you missed them last Friday, they inform you of the activities of your preferred Port Charles Power players in the coming days. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.